Okay, just for tonight's homework, 5-24 through 5-28. Similar to the previous review and preview, we're changing our mixed numbers into improper fractions. So our mixed number looks like this, and improper fraction looks like that. Same thing here. You got a mixed number, and you want to make it into an improper fraction. So again, remember that you need to multiply by your whole number, add your numerator, and keep your denominator. So 3 times 4, which is 12, plus 1 is 13. Keep your denominator of 13 over 3, so 13 thirds. Now, different from the other nights, you have to include a diagram. So you could do this a couple different ways, but for me, I usually just use squares. So I'm thinking if I had 4 squares, 4 holes, and I can break my fifth one into thirds to show a third. I can break each one the best I can into thirds. So then I will have 13 thirds. If I want to use a different color to color in, there's 3, 6, 9, 12, and 1 would be 13. So there's my 13 thirds showing. Back to 15 fourths. So I could draw 15 fourths again to show it, or I could actually just show 4 goes into 15 3 times, which is 12. What's left over? And that answer is 3 3/4. So I could just draw 3 holes and then make my fourth one into fourths. And then I could just color in 3 of those, and so on and so forth. To me, that's the easiest way to do it. You can do it either way you want, so I'll leave it to you. If you haven't already done A and B and you're just checking, you can do C and D on your own. Next part is just pretty much telling you to calculate. So again, when we know that of means to multiply, so you just need to multiply straight across. I don't think these can be reduced either, so pretty simple there. Good luck with that. 5-26 is just asking to multiply each one. Hint, I'd look at your zeros because you're just going to be adding those to your numbers and your place values. If you can't figure that out, then you can go the old school way and write it out and multiply. But for whatever strategy you have, you can look at the decimal point and just tell me what's happening to it from your first number to your answer. The next one, if you're struggling with it, if you can't find a ruler, do whatever. You can just draw your own rectangle. Notice that they said the width is shorter than the height, so maybe you want to make the height a little bit longer. And you can call this 8 centimeters is the height, and 6 centimeters is the width. Then they just want you to draw one that's 300% bigger. So again, you're going to have to make it 3 times as big and give the new dimensions. And then again, using this original one right here, you're supposed to do 2/3 of the original length. So each length, the width, and the height are going to be smaller. So make sure you divide 8 by 2/3 and 6 by 2/3, and you'll get your dimension. Last question here, a little bit of a wordy problem. Sophie claims whenever she increased the perimeter of a rectangle, the area would also increase. So she showed this rectangle at the right. She goes, if I make the base twice, the area will increase. So she's saying the base is going to go to 12, and she's going to leave this at 3. Would that be true? Would the area increase? You say yes or no and describe. Well, here's the diagram. I kind of drew it for you right there, and you explain why the area got bigger or smaller. And then second part here is her claim about the relationship of area and perimeter correct for all figures? So basically, they're asking you if you always increase your area or your length or your width or your height of a shape, will your perimeter also increase? True or false? So if you would like, instead of writing a paragraph explaining, you could just give an example to show. Um, would an area and perimeter always be different? Or if you change the numbers of your length and width, would that mean your area would always get bigger than your perimeter? So, kind of just a little challenge question there. If you're still confused, just let us know in class and we'll further explain it at the beginning of the period. So, uh, good luck. Hopefully, this helped you out a little bit. Answer key will be on Google Classroom. Um, and have a good night.